Hey everyone, thank you for joining me, Laura Wayman, the Dementia Whisperer, for my weekly Facebook Live show. Today is part one of a four-part series on why everyone should become dementia aware. So, why is it necessary to provide dementia aware training to professionals in assisted living, memory care, or skilled nursing? Individuals with Alzheimer's disease or any cause of dementia symptoms require very specialized and skilled care. That's why I have worked so tirelessly over the past 20 years to raise dementia awareness for that professional caregivers, as well as family caregivers, medical and clinical care providers, first responders, and why I have become a pioneer in the development of specialized dementia aware care programs, services, and consultations across the United States and around the world. Dementia aware care training and development in long term care is an ongoing process, and continuing education is necessary for all staff, leadership in all departments, as well as family members that come into contact with residents. As the senior care industry continues to grow, specializations offer different strategies and skills to the care deliveries, and it changes and evolves, and the training and development of all care workers must evolve too. With the right skills and knowledge, staff can provide a good quality of life at every stage of the loss and decline, allowing people living with dementia symptoms to remain active and engaged, feeling value and purpose for as long as possible. Dementia aware training supports the development of an informed, sensitive, and effective workforce for individuals that are living with any cause of dementia symptoms. And it further supports and continues to develop the entire care workforce, whom are working with people living with any dementia symptoms from all cultures and backgrounds. The common core principles for dementia awareness is to provide a clear and easily understood explanation of what dementia is, how it affects those with the dementia symptoms, as well as explain how to successfully care for and improve the experience for them and their care providers. Dementia aware education is relevant to every setting and provides a basis for a more broad perception of dementia. First, let's take a look at better understanding dementia. Taking a dementia aware training course helps professionals working in long term care to understand the different causes of dementia symptoms. They are usually progressive, degenerative disorders and bring a whole range of different brain function loss and subsequent different dementia symptoms for those who have it. Loss of the ability to process the world around them, confusion, sometimes memory loss, and sudden mood changes are some of the most common dementia symptoms, although there are many more that frequently go unrecognized. Professionals need to have the knowledge and understanding to deal with the many different dementia symptoms, and they need to be prepared to deal with how this will present in each individual resident, as well as the ripple effect on the people caring for them. Early diagnosis of the cause of the dementia symptoms often comes as a shock to all involved, and it can be particularly challenging for the individual who has the diagnosis. Early diagnosis is better in terms of being able to predict how the symptoms will probably progress and develop, and specifically help and support can be then offered to the individuals. A lack of knowledge and understanding about the many causes can often lead to difficulties. And if the family caregiver has not had dementia aware training, then they probably will find it difficult to understand why their loved one is behaving in a particular way. This often means that they aren't able to provide a successful care plan and approach that is so needed to manage the symptoms, and over time can bring about the need to access out of home placement in long term care. This is exactly the time for the family to start looking at this option, and why then the option should be dementia aware in order to provide the appropriate care and a team approach. Dementia aware training helps professionals learn how they should respond to the resident all along the dementia journey. Communicating with people who have dementia symptoms can be quite a challenge, but For professionals in health and social care, it's important that they receive dementia-aware trainings and strategies that help them with this. A positive action, strategy, and care approach when interacting is an essential part of communicating with residents living with any cause of dementia symptoms. Tone of voice, body language, and attitude are also important factors and can set the mood when dealing with somebody who has any cause of dementia. Often, the resident feels comfortable talking about and looking back on their life. So, it's always a good idea for caregivers to listen and learn as much about a resident's life and social history as they can, as this allows the resident to trust and open up and then communicate more effectively. And by discussing topics that are familiar to a resident, they can relate better to that caregiver, promoting a more positive and cooperative mindset and engagement. My effective dementia aware training course helps professionals not only to learn about and understand what dementia is, but it provides the necessary skills and strategies and knowledge to connect, communicate, and manage each resident's unique symptoms more effectively. And dementia training will help professionals provide support to relatives and loved ones as well. When a diagnosis of a cause of dementia symptoms is given to a person, their close family and friends are also so affected. It's difficult for those loved ones to see their loved one with dementia symptoms deteriorate over a period of time, and this can often lead to anxiety, stress, or even depression. My Dementia Aware training course helps professionals to better support the family by putting their minds at ease, especially if they have been dealing with the condition without professional help up until this point. Dementia Aware care is important for both the resident but also their family and friends. And the Dementia Aware family caregiver can often then be called upon to support both the resident and staff. My Dementia Aware training course is essential so that everyone is equipped and given the best information and knowledge to deal with the many effects that a cause of dementia symptoms has on both residents and all the individuals that are part of their lives. So, what is the outlook for dementia aware care training? Well, people living with dementia have individual needs, which can range from problems with communication to behavior challenge to psychological and physical symptoms. This is why it's so important for professionals to be trained in the knowledge of the loss of the different areas of the brain, the parts of the brain that can be affected, so that they can respond effectively to the individual's needs and emotions of each of their residents. Dementia aware training places an emphasis on allowing those living with dementia symptoms to express their feelings and needs and aspirations in their own way, in their own time. And this is something that is important for professionals to understand. People living with dementia symptoms want to maintain a good quality of life. They want to feel safe and loved and comforted and valued. And it's essential that staff and other professionals help to support these feelings with their actions and their care approach. Dementia aware care training promotes the dignity of individuals. Professionals that have received training in dementia awareness can better aid and train staff to support a person's dignity while providing essential care for them. This is something that continues to be an important issue for those living with any of the multitude of causes, as the care they receive should be focused solely on them and designed to deal with their specific needs rather than a general cookie cutter approach to dealing with their individual challenges. Professionals that are trained appropriately will be able to do this effectively and provide the very best care customized for their residents. The number of people diagnosed with dementia is increasing year after year, and nowadays the age range is even widening. This is why it's so important for health and care professionals to receive the most appropriate and up-to-date dementia-aware training so that they can have that knowledge and the skills to better deal with this silent pandemic. Dementia is on the increase as people are living longer, which means there's a likelihood that the majority of people will face dementia in one way or another one day in the very near future. Raising dementia awareness will provide the necessary care strategies and options and resources to successfully manage the many challenges and difficulties that come along with this increase. to find out more about training your staff and entire organization to better care for dementia residents the Dementia Aware way, why not contact me about my Dementia Aware online training options? You don't want to miss out on these online trainings. They are an amazing enhancement and addition to your current dementia training program. You and all of your staff and your families will not be disappointed. The more we learn together about dementia care, the better. Email me at help@laurawayman.com or check out my website, laurawayman.com. Signing off for now, with love, the Dementia Whisperer.